you to join me. Let's see what we could do together. Oh, it's a little heavy. Why isn't it standing up? Oh, technology, help me out. Let's try a book. Put you on a book. Nope, it's not gonna take a book. Nope, 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 nope. Ew, ew, ew. All right. Hello. That's gonna flipper flopper everywhere. There we go. There. That's better. If you're motivated, get yourself a mat and a blanket. Hope you can hear me. If you can, just sit like this. You're going to take your pelvis, round your back, pull the arms towards your body. Kind of like a cat-cow. So big idea is where your elbows are. Yeah, pull your elbows towards your body. Push your elbows away from the body. Elbows away. This takes the pectoral muscles towards each other, separates the scapulas in the back. And then pull your elbows more towards the crease of your waist. And if it's okay for your practice, stick your tongue out. Let's do it 5 more times. Like you're catching rain. And last one. Take that pubic bone, tuck that tailbone under. Inhale and stretch. Okay, hands and knees. Knees go wider, toes towards each other. Stretch your arms here. You're going to open up those armpits. You're going to take one arm longer than the other and just twist into that armpit. And then change sides, push that arm, open that armpit, twist into it. Other side, alternate your hands, open up that armpit. Breathing in, breathing out. Big, long stretch. Okay, all fours, tabletop. You're going to take your hip off to the side. Down towards the opposite leg. Side to side. Tucking that pelvis under. Notice where you're feeling uncomfortable. Big idea. How uncomfortable can you get? And we're gonna draw one leg forward. So stabilized, step up, knee foot alignment, and then we're gonna push a little bit longer. It's okay to pass the knee. And we're going to rock back, get that foot to go straight up. And then we're going to keep this leg straight and pull the leg towards the body. Just pull those bones towards yourself. And we'll do it again. Stretch into your step. Open up. If you need to go wider, and the toes go this way, more diagonal, that knee goes towards where the toes are going. Just open up wider. Get back to center. Elongate that leg. And bring those hips square. Energetically, this leg is coming towards the body. Okay, let's trade sides. Take a step forward. You have some alignment here. You're gonna go past the ankle, and that's okay. You're gentle. Long stretch. When you go back, pull the toes up, flex the ankle. Long leg, energetically coming towards the body. Flexion in the spine. Your spine is in its natural curve. You might have to tuck your tailbone under just a little. Just have the intention of this energy. This, not that you're pushing away here, the energy is coming towards the body. And then we'll bend the knee. Long. And back again, toes go up. If it's helpful to have blocks here, your knee's okay. If you need something under, in between there, however you're feeling in alignment. And again, if you need to step and make your what's called gait, it's the gait wider, the knee is always going towards toes. So even if you go off to the side, you're just making sure everybody's going in the same direction. And then back on your knees again. Cat-cow, curling under. Breathing in. Curling under. Breathing in. Exhale. We're going to do a few repeats. Widen the knees, toes more towards each other. Push back. Arms go long. Open up the armpit. Pull back a little bit, like push and pull back. Pull. So you're pushing into the floor, pushing into the floor. You feel it right back here. And then you lengthen. One arm's going to go back, one arm goes forward, opening up, twisting into the armpit. Are you okay with that with your shoulder? If it feels funny for your shoulder, get your thumb to go straight up. Okay, this is what I call a jackknife. So you can slide on your hand in this position and open up that armpit. Okay, your humerus bone up here is going to feel okay or better with the thumb up. And you could try it different ways. But you can jackknife, go straight forward, thumb up, open up the armpit. Pull back. When you pull back, you could always just push into the mat and pull. It's gonna give your, what is that little muscle back here? Your tricep. Give yourself, your tricep a little bit more action. And then back to tabletop. Knees go under hips. And you push your waist to one side. Curl under, you push your waist to the other side. Curl under, push your waist. It's all in the tailbone action. Tailbone action, yeah, you got tail. Just wagging the tail. Okay. Downward dog, flip those toes under. The hands slide so your arms are straight. And then you have this crease right here, okay? So basically, big idea for downward dogs, you're getting, if you had an air bubble under the palm of your hand, you're kind of squishing it out. What's called starfish hands. You're squishing any air bubbles up. You're going to curl your tailbone under, get those shoulders and wrists with your starfish, tuck toes under. You're in a plank position. Lengthen your legs so you feel like you're in a push-up plank position. Your bottoms up. That crease of your elbow is pointed towards your thumb. Now you'll see that my shoulders are all squinched up. I want to relax and get those shoulders to go back until they kind of hit some resistance. Those shoulders don't go back anymore. And the elbows are kind of soft. It's not that they're totally bent, but there's some softness in the shoulder. Bend the knees. Get that tail to go straight up like a husky dog. Come back over your hands, shoulders and hands, knees down. Back to child. Jackknife a hand, push it, open one side. Jackknife the other hand, thumbs go straight up, push it to the other side. Okay, and play with that downward dog again. We'll add a different pose with that. So shoulders and wrists, okay? Knees and hips, tabletop. You're gonna take one nice step with that hand. Now I have this long slide in my arm. This crease is rotated open, okay? It's pointing towards the thumb. Your hands are in a starfish position. Push back, push into the floor, and push your hips back into child pose. Curl, tuck tailbone in, curl, soften the arm. Bring shoulders over wrists, tuck toes under, you're in plank position. Lift the hips and push back. Crease of the elbow towards thumb. Hands in starfish position. Squishing any air out of the way. Shoulders, elbows, bend your knees. We're going to come back to plank position. Adjust yourself nice and long. Knees down, feet up. Okay? Chest down. Okay, so when we start to bend the elbows, don't let them go away from you. Bending the elbows towards, alongside of you. Chest down. Then we're going to put the hips down, chest up, feet down. It's a lot, I know. And then we push back. If your wrists need a little movement, you can do this. Okay. So elbows, big idea when we're doing cats and cows and downward dogs. It's all in the thumb and the elbow. Okay. Your thumb, here's your humerus bone. Okay. Your thumb is what's going to cause that humerus bone to go around this, what's called the acromion process, okay? So you have your collarbone and it meets at this bump here. That's a acromion process. That's where you have a bursa, you have a sac of fluid that lets this bone move around freely. Now, if you're in this position, okay, you have two bones in here. I think it's the ulna and the radius. They twist around each other. Okay, so when we do this, there's two bones in our forearm that's causing this to work. This makes the elbow move and different muscles here. Okay, so when we're in this position, like an extended child, when you go up, you're going to hit a resistance here in the collarbone. Collarbone allows freedom for the shoulder to move around. Okay, so the humerus bone, this bone right here, comes in contact with the collarbone and it kind of stops. Okay, if I turn this way, I'm an extended child and it goes like this. This can feel pretty good if your shoulders are healthy. Now the reason we do what I call the jackknife is when we get our thumbs to go straight up is because what happens is when you do this, now we can glide a little bit more past the collarbone. So instead of hitting resistance and stopping, we change the thumb position, and now we can widen and go a little bit further. And you can push and twist into the armpit. Okay? When you're in your downward dog and the crease of your elbow is towards your thumb, okay, nice long slide here, we can kind of do these types of things. We can create more space for the shoulders to go down and behind the heart. So the scapulas, those shoulder blades, are in a triangle, upside down triangle. And the tip of your shoulder blades can scoop up towards the back of your heart, okay? We want the elbows to be a little bit more soft. We want to engage this muscle right here, the tricep, pushing down and allowing the softness with this rotation, okay? So downward dog is a little bit more complicated, and I love the nuance, so I'm hoping that you can feel that. Okay, so extended child, flat hands go nice and long. You're gonna feel some resistance right here, and that's okay. Then if you come back up, and when you come back up, you push into the mat, get your thumb to go straight up. Then push the hand this way in your extended child. You're going to feel a different exchange, a different energy. I still feel slight discomfort. It's challenging, but it's in a different spot, so that tells me my muscles have changed position. Flip the hands down, pull into the mat, so you're pushing and pulling at the same time into a cat. The arms are stiff and long. What happens to the elbow now is that when we go into a cow position, the elbows soften and they bend and they go more towards the center of the body. So when we're in a cat position, we're curling, arms are long, and then we soften and get those shoulder blades to slide back behind the heart. Okay, so these extended childs, cats and cows, downward dogs, all have a lot to do with the position of your elbow. Fascinating. Okay. So downward dog. Here we are in table. We take a step forward with the hands. Hands stay in starfish position. We bring ourselves long and we notice where our elbows are. Where are we out here? Are they facing each other? Are the creases facing each other? Or can we get them to come open a little bit more towards the thumb? Okay, so this crease is looking towards your thumb. All right, nice and long. Bring the shoulders now over. Our elbows are open. Now we lengthen the legs and come into a plank position. And you can get your knees down if that's better, but a plank position. Feel if you're saggy in your lower back. If you feel saggy, put your knees down. Put your feet up. Okay, so another trick for the elbow is the plank position or down as we come into a push-up position. So finding your alignment, finding where you're strong, the elbows are going to go back alongside of you. Okay, they're like this. They're not doing this. That's a totally different position. The elbows are right here towards the thumb, looking at the thumb, and in your plank position, you bring the arms alongside of you. Plank position, elbows alongside of you. Okay, now the shoulder doesn't pass the elbow space, okay? Goes about right here. Then we get that butt up and the chest down. Butt up, chest down. Feet down, chest up. upward dog. If you want to do this more correctly, your knees are not on the floor. Knees down, extended child. Shoulders over hands, feet up, elbows towards the body. Once you hit the position where your shoulders and elbows are in the same plane, butt goes up, chest down. Shoulders don't move, and then you change position. If you're keeping your knees on the floor in an upward dog, you squeeze your butt. If not, get those knees off the floor. Push into your hands. Knees down, jackknife, release your wrists. We're going to go into an upward dog. Flip those hands down again. Shoulders over hands. Long legs, tuck the toes under, long legs. Bend the knees. Bottoms up. Crease of the elbow towards the thumbs. Getting the shoulders to go back as far as they can. Okay? Plank position. Knees down, feet up. Crease, elbow. Now we're going to thread the needle. Knees go wide. One arm goes under. Breathing. Change sides. And there we go. Now let's practice a little eye yoga. Eye yoga, eye yoga, eye yoga. Hello. 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 Eye yoga. So, our eyes are round blueberries, and we have two muscles on the outside of this round ball blueberry in our head. These get very strong because they tell the eye where to go. Okay, so when these two muscles get too strong for the eyeball, it pulls on the eye, and the eye then becomes a grape. It becomes oval, and it gets stiff, and it's hard to look around. It can strain. We pay too much attention to the center and the lower. We don't look up enough. We definitely don't look in the peripheral enough. And if doing these exercises, strain your eyes, go slow. Don't look at my hair. Okay, so eye stretching. We're going to start with the British flag. Pretty simple. Imagine a British flag. It has an X, top to bottom, side to side. So we're going to look up and down. Up, down. Middle, left and right, side to side. Try not to move your head. It's okay to blink between transitions. Okay, and now we're going to make an X. Look up, down to the side, up, crossover lower, up, diagonal down, up, diagonal, up, diagonal, up, diagonal, blink, blink, blink. Now we'll put the whole British flag together. We're gonna go up, down, side, side, X, crossover, up, down, side, side, X marks the spot. Up, down, side, side, X marks the spot. Or we could say crisscross applesauce. Yay! Up, down, side, side. Criss, cross, apple, sauce. Now, if you find that your head's moving around, you can make an L. If you find that your neck is out too far, pull the chin in a little bit. And go out on the shelf, pull the chin in a little bit. Okay? So if you find that your head is in a different spot, or when you move your eyes, your head's going, okay, we're going to stretch those eyes muscles, the two ciliary muscles that hold the eyeball. Up, down, side, side, criss, cross, apple, sauce. Blink, blink, blink. Do your eyes feel sore from doing that? If so, that tells you you're staring too much and that your eyes are very, very tight. We're going to do rainbows and we're going to do bowl scoops. Imagine you're following the shape of a rainbow and you're going to go back and forth. With the bowl scoop, it's kind of like the skateboard that goes down into, lifts up, down into, lifts up. Okay, so rainbows, start from your corner down. You look all the way up without moving the head. Somewhere over the rainbow, that's nice. It allows freedom. Okay, we're going to scoop the bowl. So again, now you're going to start in the upper corner and scoop the bowl. Notice if your head is moving. And scoop, scoop. I can hear the skateboard in my head. Scoop, center blink. Okay, so eye strain. If any of these exercises are pulling on your eyes, slow down and breathe. Don't go too fast. I tend to go a little fast because my eyes are not strained doing this. Next one we're going to do is looking at the nose and then looking at the middle center. Then we look at our lips and then the forehead, like right up in here. And then we look down at our chin and up at the crown of the head. Okay, so look at the center tip of your nose. And your eyes are a little bit cross-eyed. They are cross-eyed, not a little bit, but they're gently cross-eyed. Okay, so you can see in your vision how things kind of blur over. If you were to take your hands as you're looking at your nose, you're going to see that you have a third hand. Keep that relaxation and then travel to the center of your eyebrows, eyes crossed. Look down at your nose, now look at your lip without moving your head. And then keep that cross as we pull up to the top of the hair crease, like your hairline. And then very gently take that look at your chin. Imagine looking at your chin. And then gently take that cross all the way up to the top of your head, all the way up. Let your eyes roll all the way back. Don't strain too hard. Nothing to push, nothing to prove. And relax, blink, and smile. Hello, hello, hello. So, another fun thing is focus. And you look as far away as possible. Look far away, like maybe you can find a window or there's something outside the window, and then what's beyond that, and what's beyond that. So you look at something and you notice the farthest thing you can see. It might even be a cloud, a telephone pole, and maybe you can't get that far actually, but find the farthest thing you can see and just look at it. And then you're going to take your vision and look at the next closest thing. And then look at the next closest thing. Try not to look down. Let your vision be forward and up. And look at the next closest thing. And then the next closest thing. The next closest thing. Don't look at me. The next closest thing. The next. And then back at me, center. Good job. Okay, so Thank you for joining me today. We worked on lots of stuff, lots of cool stuff. Big ideas. Your thumbs tell your shoulders what to do. When you're in a down dog or when you're going into cow, your elbows. Big idea, elbows. Big idea for eyes. Relax and stretch them. Look at your peripheral on purpose. If those exercises ache your eyes, that tells you that you're staring too much. Stop it. Okay. Hi. Hello. My name is Tiffany. Nice to meet you. Doing some yogas, and now I'm about to go. So, have a beautiful day, everyone. Keep moving. What do you do?